Some of these niggas, I don't know about what they doing with their brand. I think some of them, what they doing with their brand, devaluing my brand. How about that? How about that one? Huh? What's going on, y'all? My name is Joe Budden.
My name is Antoine, and you're checking out the JBP Rewind.
But the worst part is, again, I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
But then you're sitting in this seat.
It's crazy.
It's a good seat, man.
Yeah,
Seat game.
You know why? Because somebody has made it a good seat. They warmed up that seat for 5 years.
Illuminated it.
Exactly. And then the brother came over respectfully,
Right.
said, excuse me.
Oh, he didn't say that.
He said, "Excuse me, King."
Nah, he said, let me get here.
He said,
Like
get the
this
fuck
day
out.
room on Rikers or something.
Get the fuck out my seat, bro.
Yeah, get the like
That would have been
trying to
the
hurt me.
So if he would have asked nicer.
Nah, I'm just saying,
Okay.
like I didn't know we were playing
Hey,
musical
dog,
chairs.
we're not doing that on my name. I
This
didn't
shit
say that.
get
I didn't know.
You appear very upset about B-Dot taking your seat. Do you think that was out of line? I wasn't really upset. I was more confused than upset. I thought it was a skit, or I thought it was something that they pre-planned, to be honest with you. I didn't get rude with him. I was like, yo, like, let me get my seat. And he looked at me like I was crazy, like, huh? So I wasn't upset. And then I seen Poe come with the camera. So when I seen Poe pick up the camera, I mellowed all the way out. Like, oh, they planned this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this can't be real. I thought like, again, it was some Ashton Kutcher shit. Like, I'm being punked.
You think you working like, did you think this is like a fun house? Like, niggas is planning the tricks. And it's true.
Bro, we do that one.
We do.
But then number two, on a bigger scale, who would ever think that he would do that and be serious?
I don't think he was serious. Well, this ain't my question.
Look, so that's my point. I'm thinking that when I seen Poe, I saw Poe on my peripheral. Because I was about to argue with him, but I saw Poe pick up the camera and I said, oh, they planned this. I'm not giving them what they want. So I walked over and sat on the chair. So I wasn't really upset. I was really more confused than upset. And then once he started to lean into it, I was like, oh, all right. And I probably was more upset while we were filming than when it actually happened.
Yo, I be feeling bad watching some of this shit. I do.
Like, dog, who would think that somebody would do that?
No, nobody.
That's my point.
Nobody.
So,
You
so
right.
I'm like, yo, they must have put him up to this.
But this wasn't planned, but once it happened in the moment, I just think the showmanship from me, Mark, and B-Dot started to take over. And of course, at that point, it looked like, yeah, it's my seat. I got comfy. Mark is a fucking dick. Mark is the real A story in this. It's just like an innocent bystander.
You know what's the funny part?
Mark got a fucking axe to grind with B. He was on B-Dot ass, and he just doing his little educator
Bro,
tricks.
everybody else, I think, was more upset than me. Flip was hot. Mona was hot.
No, they was really.
I'm telling you, they was hot. Like, again, nobody in their right mind would think that somebody would do that. And now, again, we might argue, like Pac said, yo, we might argue amongst each other. Yo, dog, we can argue with each other. No new nigga could just come and, what? What? Mona was hot. Flip was hot. I'm telling you, yo.
No, they was really
Like, I dumbed myself down because I saw them and how mad they got. Yeah. So I'm like, yo, all right, we ain't gonna do this.
This crew don't be fucking with no new.
Yeah, no new, what? Again, we could cut each other heads off. Some new motherfucker come? Nah, we ain't doing that. That's the real project shit.
I take full responsibility for. I should have known with this fucking fan base that this would be a bigger deal than it really was. And
he leaned into it.
I was rolling. I was too. I ain't gonna just put him out there. I was too. I could have easily told him.
No, see,
hey,
I think
sitting icy. I could have told him that.
You could have, motherfucking fake leader. What I'm saying is, after that, the press run that he went on,
yeah.
that's what made them even madder.
Oh yeah, because that's the part the fans don't know. That next episode, Mark was on his ass about that press run.
And we cut it up.
We
cut it out. I was chilling. But then when Mark opened up the door, I wasn't gonna say nothing. Mark opened up the door. I said, "Oh, we here now."
But I don't understand. I don't understand.
Nigga here now.
But I don't understand that one though.
Which one?
The press outside is good. And
No,
we a
press
big
outside.
deal when these people go sit down places.
Yo, you.
Of course they're gonna ask.
They can ask whatever they want to ask. If me and you get into an argument internally, they can ask me whatever they want to ask me. I'm not going give them what they want. I'm not gonna never get on no public platform and say, yo, fuck Joe. He got on a public platform, my nigga, and started ridiculing us.
Oh, I didn't hear that then. Okay.
Nigga said, yo, Flip looked like he got dressed out his closet threw up, or his closet took a shit or some shit. Then he like, Ish, I don't know that nigga. He said Mark is a panderer. Like, yo, he's on platforms shooting at niggas, and niggas is sending it to me. You know, I don't watch. So Mark like, oh man, you wait till Monday, buddy. We on your ass. Like, that's how niggas felt. We can shit on our brothers, bro. You can't shit on my brother. Fuck you talking about?
Yo, I feel bad. I feel so bad.
Yo, it's your fault.
It is. I take full
all right,
responsibility.
good. Okay, cool.
All of this is poor leadership. Poor leadership is like a broke clock. No.
So the numbers went up, so
Yo,
it worked.
Hey, I'm telling anything that is going to result in engagement or just some chatter, and I don't think these people know how much everybody in the room makes as a whole. That's my thing.
What you mean?
This is an expensive ass room as a whole.
Oh, I can believe that.
So I'm like an ambulance chaser in there. Anything that I woke up this morning, posted your ass. So shit, I got some action.
You don't say.
Yeah, and I was so happy, but I don't think that part gets to happen enough. So
We know.
This was like done in an evil way. I think my move this morning with the fucking Malcolm Sex thing is a more fun, like jovial type. I would like us to do more of that. When I say us, it probably does fall back on me, so I accept it.
I'm with you.
What I'm saying? I didn't hear that interview.
Next.
Joe, do you think the show should honor seniority when it comes to seating arrangements? No, I think the senior members of the show should be the ones to decide what the seating arrangements are. Honor means that everybody's just glued to their seat, and you don't want to do that production-wise. People should have the ability to move around as they see fit, but a new person shouldn't come in and dictate where they sit.
You want them to try.
Getting here first. Getting here first gotta account for something.
This niggas beat out beat Joe here. Like,
Stay there.
Joe is shit.
I'm such a messy
No,
bitch.
when niggas say stay there, that's worse.
But why?
That's when your girl say it's cool.
He
We'll
watched,
talk about it later.
he
I'm
watched the
going.
podcast for
Nigga
5
come in late,
years.
nigga sit in your seat. Like if you come in late, a nigga can sit in your seat.
Fuck that.
I wouldn't think so. But you left a part off of that.
You the boss.
No.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, but no. I'm never late.
Coming late.
You are late. That's not true.
Never late.
That's not true.
Ish. And behind the scenes, you clearly were even more bothered than you appeared on the pod.
Oh shit, they get at this.
Do you think Joe showed poor leadership by not looking out for you? I kind of answered in the first question.
So did I, you messy fucks.
Yeah. Again, initially, even during here, I thought it was a prank. I still am under the guise that it's a prank. What I did not like was it was framed in a way like, yo, we were late. I wasn't late that day. So it's a different thing to be, yo, we supposed to report to work at 12 o'clock. Because you got there at 11 and other niggas got there at 12, that don't make them late. That just made you early. So it was almost like a punishment, and the world took it like it was a punishment because you came late, now you lost your seat. That particular day, I'm late. We know I have attendance issues. That day, I'm not late. He just is mad early.
You were on time?
Yeah.
So the strip club I go to in Queens, and the bartender that I like to tip, there's like a good bar. It's the back bar with the opening to where you can have a little more fun. But that's the bar, and it's well established that you get that bar and I'm gonna throw all the money and I'm gonna go home and we're gonna have a good time. But the last 3 months, she ain't been at that bar. And I come in and she's at the first bar and it's a look of disappointment like, what happened? Says the fucking new bitch got here at 9.
Bitch getting the money seat.
With respect, I'm not coming here at fucking 9 o'clock. So he's absolutely right. The new people, he wasn't late, but the new people gonna be here at 8 a.m. You coming from Queens, you fighting Van Wyck, JFK traffic. I totally understand it. He's right on the framing of that. It wasn't late, but B dot came.
He's early.
No, yeah, you early. And then the niggas is like, yo, be professional. So we just look like the You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, that wasn't really what took place that particular day.
Joe, you had said there should be a benefit for people arriving early. Do you think the cast is unprofessional when they arrive late? I think tardiness is unprofessional all around the board. That's my view on tardiness. But this first line, I was talking shit. I was just trying to stir the pot. I don't really, truly think that B-Dot should ever pick a seat before Ish, but so? Who cares? Yo, I say the opposite in there of what I think.
A lot of times.
And you gotta just know me to know that. And I notice Mark do it too a lot. But yeah, if you don't pick up on it, we just gotta see where this goes. It's a jerk move.
No, it is. You threw the bait.
Yeah.
I caught it.
There should be a benefit for people who get in on time.
I ignored it.
Yo, I'm the fucking greatest, man. Joe, was Ish being unnecessarily territorial? No. Yo, one of my favorite things about Ish is I spend my whole week trying to throw darts at this nigga, but he handles it like maturely and responsibly. He don't really harp. Whatever it is what it is, and y'all might catch a face because it's 8K cameras, but in another 5 minutes, another 3 minutes, we back to it. So no, I think Ish handled that. I don't know if me and him even work if he's not this mature, to be honest with you. Because I'm not going to mature any faster. This is the rate that is going, so.
The bad part is, if I don't handle it like that, what happens?
Oh, then I have to be more mature. And why would we want that?
Because, look, it was going like this. Like,
why would we want that?
boy, like.
Yeah, no, I would never want that. I think Ish handled this extremely well.
And Johnny looked good, too.
He did.
Also, though, newer couch. Couch a few words.
No, I ain't got no problems.
Then freeze.
It was just
What
funny.
Yo, I'm gonna break this couch up.
Get comfortable chairs.
I'm telling y'all, this iteration of y'all is getting broken up.
I know.
You do know?
I peeped. No, I peeped.
It's 100% coming.
I peeped.
Okay.
I already see the play.
Joe, in this clip, you say you plan on breaking up the newer couch. Was B-Dot part of your plan to separate Ish and Ice? No. I didn't say this with any specific person in mind.
Y'all niggas is messy, bro.
You know they fucking messy. They thrive. They fucking live off this mess shit. But no, it wasn't about an outside person. It was about the couch. These niggas are too friendly. They too friendly. They known each other too long. They too comfortable with each other. They love each other too much. So they are laxed, even in body language. Look at Ish body language. He looked relaxed. He ain't look like that one time on Ari Mello. Look at Ice. He think he at Venice Beach. No. We gotta break this up. So if the one time, we talking about Johnny Gill right here, I know what they laughing at. Everybody know what they laughing at. If I toss it to them, nigga, find a way to say it or throw it back to me. Not, and that's only happening because they friendly. The flip side of that is Melky Cabrera and fucking Robinson Cano. Each of them are better when they separated.
Bruh, it's crazy.
They don't help each other.
But go
When
ahead.
B-Dot sat next to Ice, that nigga Ice was on some chat GPT rock. He would take offense to things. So now there's a debate happening here. Like, it allowed for some spike to happen in the couch. When B-Dot sat next to fucking Ish, shit, B-Dot fought with everybody in there. So that was great. But there's a different side that comes out
different
of
discourse.
podcasters when you're sitting next to somebody that you don't know.
That makes
So that's what this was about. It wasn't about B-Dot. It wasn't about anybody that you sit there. I just think they both are great and they don't help each other be great.
Ish, you had stated that Joe likes to play cast members against each other. This seat incident plays into that narrative. Do you think this hurts the morale? It's supposed to be morale, not moral, of the show. I think we look at it from two different perspectives. Joe's looking at it from ownership, money generating. I'm looking at it oftentimes from a outside perspective, or when you go home perspective. Joe could care less about that. He don't care less about that in his personal life, so I know he ain't gonna give a fuck about our personal life outside. Like, yo, dog, if
That's a good way to look at that.
no, if the wheels are turning and it's generating money and it's generating revenue, even the beat out shit, like, we here now. I'm gonna step into it because I know it's gonna generate a buzz, thereby generate engagement, thereby hopefully generate some ching.
Yeah.
I understand that. That's his perspective. I'm not anti that from his perspective. What I don't like for myself is when people outside don't know you and they think that these things are true, right? Because now it can affect business outside. It could affect, like, for example, black women don't be wanting to do business with me because they think I don't fuck with black women, or they think I'm a misogynist, so they think these things that are not necessarily true that could potentially have ramifications outside from you getting money or you getting whatever. So that's a, but I get it from both perspectives. I'm not mad at his perspective on it.
That hurts me to hear, though.
Shut your ass up. Fuck out of here.
No, that hurts. That hurts to hear.
You asked me to name any company that you could go quit whenever you feel like it. I named one. And you know what you did? You took that company and put a salary on
at
it
your
and moved
hair.
the fucking goalpost.
Antoine, because the more money you're paid, the more asks are asked. That's why I did that.
I look
That's
stupid.
a fact.
A regular nigga off the street can't come in here and have the fucking conversations that I have with the knowledge that I have. Go
Ish.
get an entry level nigga off the street
See?
and bring him in here and think he can talk like me.
Ish, this is entry level.
No, it's fucking not, nigga. No, it's not.
Can somebody-
An entry level nigga don't got the knowledge I got in my
This
brain.
is entry
That's
level.
like taking a nigga with a PhD straight out of college and giving him a fucking
Hey,
job.
can somebody else help me
Why
here?
you barking on me
Do
like
I
this?
have entry
I'm
level
asking
off?
him. You agree with him?
Please.
Do I get to pick up a card?
You know the car gonna be some bullshit.
God, I ain't see you was going crazy like that.
Ish, that episode got you really upset. Why was that? This is what happens when me and him argue. One, he gonna overtalk you, right? So now you gotta raise the pitch of your voice to get your words in. Then two, he's gonna do this coy, what do you mean? Did I do, is that how you took what I said? I would never do that to you. That bullshit. I know it already. So all that does is make you even madder. Yo, dog, I'm not one of your chicks. I've seen you do it to them. I've been there when you did it to them. So you can't do that to me, right? What do you mean? No, explain what you mean. I would never put you in that category, my brother. All of that shit, all it do is make you hotter. Like, yo, get the fuck out of here with this.
Is that what was happening here?
Kinda. Certain parts of the conversation.
Okay.
So in this particular conversation, I don't be mad, like, cause right after this we was laughing. We on the balcony laughing. So it's not like an anger thing. It's a yelling thing maybe, but I don't be mad.
Look
Like,
at Free, poor Freeze. Look, and you about to get him right involved.
No, I looked
You about to tap him. See?
no, I looked at Parks. I looked at Parks first, then I looked at Freeze first, and I'm mad at them. Like, yo, dog, y'all not sitting here saying nothing.
I want to ask you a question, but I know that the question I want to ask you is on one of these cards coming up. So I ain't going to say it yet. I get a card next, right? Oh, shit.
Do you feel properly valued by the show? And what?
Yo, nigga, are you okay? What the fuck is this long pause shit you got going on?
Nah, hell no. No, hell no. What are you talking about? No,
This is the best episode yet.
Holy shit.
no, hell no. I think that in any job, I think that it's ebbs and flows, one. And I think that if I don't want to sound cocky or nothing, but let's say Draymond Green comes to work every day and he does what he does, you kind of, it's just Draymond being Draymond, right? But if you took Draymond out and you put somebody else there, you might see like, oh shit, Draymond helps me handle the ball. I don't have to handle the ball as much because he handles the ball. Or I don't have to facilitate as much because Draymond might pass the ball better than Harrison Barnes. I think that oftentimes just because Draymond is there, you might take that for granted. So I'll put myself there. Does that make sense? Yo, get off me, yo. Yo, this fucking guy, man.
That nigga named a Hall of Famer, ain't it?
No, I didn't want to say like Michael Jordan
I ain't
or
wanna
Steph
be-
or nobody. I was just naming.
This is what I say to you. I
I
think
was
that,
naming a utility player.
but no, but he's a Hall of Famer.
But look, to that same.
He's
to
a Hall
that-
of Famer.
Hold on, let me continue with my Draymond analogy. If you took Draymond off of Golden State, I don't think Draymond is nowhere near as effective as he has been. He don't make the Hall of Fame. I think if you take him off Golden State. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So I think the complementary stuff that goes on, it helps the collective. And sometimes if you take one of the pieces out, Klay Thompson is gone. I think Klay Thompson has gotten no disrespect to Klay, I think Klay Thompson has gotten a wake-up call that, nigga, you benefited from that system. You think you should have made top 75? You in Dallas playing like a degular ass nigga because you benefited from that system. You get what I'm saying? So I think that, again, all of the pieces work in concert, and it's easy to take one of the pieces for granted if it's not there. How do you feel about Joe Budden suggesting that what the Joe Budden podcast pays you, you were not found anywhere else? That's untrue. I was self-employed before this.
No, not in real life. We talking about the entertainment.
Oh, in the entertainment industry,
Yes.
of course. Like I've never had a job in entertainment. So is he right in that? Of course, you're right in that because I don't have a resume, and that was the entry level point. You don't have a resume, so it is entry level. This ownership brain, but that shouldn't even be your brain for real. But look,
But why? In hindsight, I would feel like you would agree with this.
I won't. I don't.
But I don't understand why.
Because I've worked in corporate fields before. Let me finish.
We got that.
So in corporate, when you say entry level, anybody can do it. That is what the definition says. It's like, yo, no disrespect to anybody. Yo, the nigga that works the mailroom, anybody can do it.
But Ish, at this stage, anybody can do it.
That's not true.
You just did it. You did it. Anybody can come in here and do it.
True.
That's not speaking to how good or bad you are about to be at it. So at this point, I don't know when this is, but I'm assuming this is when they first got there.
We was here. No, we would already been there a year and some change.
Okay, a year and
But-
some change. A year and some change versus today, right? Today, if you write down somewhere, I've been at the Joe Budden podcast for 5 years, and these were my duties. Then some of them other statements that I said here don't apply.
They're not applicable.
I don't feel like this is the only place he can get that. I don't feel like he's entry level. Like that says something different. So I think that you took this as me making like an indictment against your ability and what you would do, when that's not what I was doing.
It wasn't about what you would do. It was about, because again, we look at entry level like, you just got here. And my statement is, yeah, I might have just got here,
But I'm
you
good.
can't no, it ain't even about me. You just can't throw anybody into these seats. Fuck Ish, take Ish off the table. You can't just throw anybody into these seats and they gonna be able to engage and they gonna be able to have an opinion about a wide array of shit, or they gonna be knowledgeable about this, or their life experiences, because niggas can have life experiences, they just can't convey them. So it's people that are mad knowledgeable and mad worldly, but when you put the talking component in there, they can't do it. So they could have a PhD in life experience, they can't convey it on camera. Or somebody could be able to talk, but they don't have life experience. So I think when you take all of the experiences and the ability to talk about them, that's not entry level, is what I was saying.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
Like,
I think you kind of
I got some shit to say. I will say it off camera. Like, yo,
I want to get my turn to get a card. I want to curse this nigga out about some shit he said 2 questions ago. This motherfucker.
oh man.
Joe, pick up the next card.
Oh. This guy.
Yeah, damn card.
Yo, and this nigga is Petty Freddy. I'm telling you, like 4 cards ago, you will say some shit. He gonna remember.
Yeah, nah. I
Yo,
want to go back to
he'll remember
Draymond
that shit
Green.
in 2 weeks. He'll remember that shit in 3 weeks.
And
yo.
bring it up.
It's different, yo.
Joe, what are your thoughts as this is going on? How come you discuss contract issues on air? I think, like I said already, I think this was just having that conversation about just how they view entry level versus how I view entry level. I don't really know how it started. I don't know how it started or got there. And at my core, I never want to talk about a contract issue on air. If you're asking me about who I am, there's been a million years of this podcast where that just never existed. I think Flip kind of introduced that breaking the fourth wall type of vibe. I think in recent years, the other people that have made businesses out of our business has shot up. Sometimes this shit, I'm just throwing a bone outside for the dog, honestly. And this was probably one of those times to me. Like he said, we didn't harp on this. Like, we was outside chilling and laughing after this. But did this make for like a time?
Engagement?
Yeah, like it did. Me and him don't really ever be affected by this shit, honestly. I don't know if people know that because we both are so facially intense. But yeah, this shit don't really be about nothing. I want to go back to Draymond Green. I like that analogy. Listening to you, and because of our like frenemy vibe we got going, like I don't think you think that I think you are integral to the fabric of this show. Like I don't think
It depends.
Like
on the
listening to you talk.
No, it depends on the day. No, I'm there. I'm being. It depends on the day.
Something's off about that to me. Something is off about that, and maybe it's poor leadership. I don't know.
Step your game up.
Well, to the Draymond Green point, let me ask you this: do you think you've gone through the Joe Budden podcast development program?
Yeah, well, I came off the street.
To the Draymond Green point, I love Draymond as a player and would definitely take him on my team. And anybody looking at him could see all the talent he has and how important he is to that team. None of that shit happens without him. Mm-hmm. If Draymond Green came to the coach and said, I want to be here and I want to play with you, but I'm never going to watch film, how would we feel?
You would be like, yo, well, how do you get better? I think that if watching film is an integral part of your development, then I think it would behoove you to watch film.
That's what I'm saying. I think anytime I ever show frustration toward you or your performance, it's because you are such an integral part to the fabric of the show, and I think you comfy and chilling. I think you're not gonna watch the film. But I think you're not gonna just point out the areas of which you could improve. It's the difference of taking Draymond Green and going from that to fucking Dennis Rodman, or that going from that to Malik Rose. I think you one of the best in the biz. But if you don't get out of bed and come in here shaped up, looking awake, voice sounding right, attentive, putting others in the position to win, not kiki ice so he fall back like so when you talk about giving me a break, yeah, you give me a break when you go on your fucking rants about anything you're passionate about. Then I could chill. But I look to you the same way I look to Mark to kind of get others involved. Make some other people better. Fucking throw an alley-oop off the backboard. It's still wingman shit still going on in there. And sometimes I feel like you just be focused on you. And I don't think that's the gig. For you anyway. That may be the gig for some other people in the room. I don't look at you like that.
Man, get the fuck out.
Yeah,
Yo.
You don't say shit when I got a good point. You sit there like a mime. When Joe got a point, you come to run and defend him. Don't do that.
Points, ain't said a word this whole time. Don't
No,
do
but
that.
when I got a good point, he don't be. I'm reading his face. You're not sitting there.
Some of that shit was off the record.
True.
Don't do that.
No, you said that on mic. Like, yo, you gonna be all right.
But still, that's
And
off
I
the
said,
record.
and I said, Joe, you got two other co-hosts. You gonna be all right. And you looked at me like I was crazy. So what I'm saying is just a matter of perspective. Like,
Do you believe that the cast calls a fair game when it comes to these types of back and forth? No, absolutely not. I think that if I'm wrong, I think nobody has a problem in saying, yo, you're wrong. And they'll be vocal. If Joe's wrong, because you don't necessarily want the smoke to come your way, you might be like you'll be like, yeah, he on some bullshit. But if I'm wrong, yo, you wrong, nigga. You dead. Look, when I owed Joe money for the bet, the cast on a daily basis was like, yo, you paid up yet? It wasn't even time. We were on like the 24th day. Niggas like, yo, you paid him? You paid him? You got that money up? You scraped that money up? When Joe owed me money, niggas was like, Yeah, he is a little wrong. Yeah, he should have paid you money, but that's easily identifiable different. Yeah.
I'm trying to understand where I'm listening.
That's an easily, but they'll make it seem like I'm crazy.
Listen, no, it's just not crazy. We live in a capitalist society.
Look, you see the truth.
we live in a capitalist society. That just sounds like
Bills gotta be paid.
the room is wise.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
Yo.
That used to happen at Def Jam. When
Dog.
Jay-Z was the president of Def Jam, they used to have a Wednesday meeting. Everybody would come out and tell me what their gripe was. They wouldn't say that shit.
In the room.
Are you crazy?
Think about that.
Yeah, no, these people they doing it right there.
So so in that particular,
He'd be looking for a fair fight in this room.
no, this is you know why?
Yes, no.
No,
That's
I'm not-
why ICE is here.
No,
ICE is here to kind of support you.
no, because this is what happens. How do we really have? Because it's a work part, but then it's also a performance and logic part. So part of our job is to create dialogue. So if you can't firmly express your true feelings about a situation in fear that you're going to upset the boss, it takes away from the dialogue. Now we can have two people over here expressing themselves and two more people over here expressing themselves, and we can have a good ass engagement. If one of the motherfuckers
in the elevator. All this shit you
it
saying.
takes away from the show.
Hey man.
See, and then when niggas
No,
don't
I'm joking.
look, but then when niggas don't want to talk, he be
I'm
like,
joking. I say all the time that I wish the cast would upset me more. He's right, but they should balance it out. They should give him an extra 5% of support.
You hear him? You hear him? Oh man, this guy.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, we know.
But I don't expect to come on your house building site and get a fair fight.
Yo,
What the? I would be stupid. Hey, Acho. Hey,
Yo, bro.
why you not supporting me?
yo, but look, if you came on my site, right?
Manuelo.
Yo, bro, what's wrong with you? If you came on my site and I wanted to paint the outside of the house lime green, and somebody say, yo, this nice little smoke gray with the blue accents with the black looks better.
I would say, boy, if you don't grab that before the books go, you fucking great.
You see what I'm saying? Look.
Yeah.
So now,
Yeah.
you should be able to say, yo, dog, I think lime green is gonna look like some bullshit. If you trying to sell this house, it's gonna be hard to get this lime green paint off to some motherfucking prospective buyers. It's nothing wrong with that.
Tell me off work. That's the best way to do it.
But if it's a part of work.
Sorry.
Yo, goodbye. Yo, goodbye, yo. Yo,
I'm
that's-
sorry it has to be this way. It's fucked up.
Yo, that's crazy, yo.
A focused, engaged,
Yeah, there you go.
passionate-ish is the best-ish for all.
Oh, shit, look.
Content, here, energy, which is why he's saying when I come in, I check your temp first. That's why he's saying I, whether true or not, view you as second in, all right, let me make sure that this guy is all of these things so that work is straight. So yeah, not to negate, you laugh. I still agree with all of that shit. You participate, but niggas that do this know when you kick it in fifth gear.
That's one of my favorite things about me is consistency. I trust whatever I saw 4 years ago, and if I saw it, I'm gonna feel like that 4 years later. Yeah, I believe this shit. What's this card say? Joe, in this clip you state Ish has a tendency to not show up motivated to the podcast. Do you think Ish has improved in this regard? Yeah, but he always, no, I take it back. Yes, he has improved in this regard. However, he always turned it on the last 6 months. Like he pick and choose. He has a dominant 6 months.
Yo, what's wrong with this guy?
And then maybe, or it's a dominant 7 months. Play with the numbers how you like. But it's gonna be 4 to 5 months where he just giving you his ass to kiss. So, yes, he has improved in this regard.
This guy's crazy, bro.
But you know that already.
I don't agree with that. But
No, I
it's
said
cool.
you know I'm crazy.
Some fucking real estate, nigga. I smacked the shit out of him. Real estate.
When you did that podcast, though,
Hey,
man.
you sick of him with that shit?
It's
That
really
shit is like a scam at this point. Nigga,
What's the scam?
You're a podcaster. You've been out the real estate. All right, forget it.
I'm not out the game. I'm not out the
You
real
out the
estate.
game.
I'm not though.
You are.
Okay,
You ain't did nothing.
that's what you think.
I'm telling you.
No, you're not telling
You
me
a
nothing.
podcaster, yo. Stop.
You a rapper.
Like, tell to know. I am.
All right.
Ish, a few times you stated that Joe has devalued you, whether it be your real estate career or that's that Ish merch. Do you think that he crosses the line? Yes and no. I think in an ideal situation, no. But I think Joe's voice is so big and he's curated this cult-like following that when he says something, whether it be in jest or not, it sticks. We could film on Friday. Joe say some shit Friday. Thursday, the world has one temperature. Sunday morning, the world got a whole new temperature because, again, mad people are sheep. And he's leading them to think some shit. And so it's just crazy. Like, I didn't know that existed prior to coming here. I didn't know that the people that are influenceable and influential had that much of a marriage outside. I didn't know. I'm dead ass. Like, I didn't know that. Like, if Jay-Z said, but I should have. When Jay-Z said, yo, I don't wear jerseys, I'm 30 plus. Niggas had spent thousands of dollars on a jersey collection. And instantly, niggas stop wearing shit that you spent $450 on, you will stop wearing it. It's kind of the same impact that if Joe say some shit, then everybody else outside is gonna start reiterating the same shit, whether it be real, whether it be fake, whether it be joke, whether it be serious, and it can have an impact outside. You get what I'm saying? So again, whether he doing it purposefully or not, it definitely can have an impact outside. Like, yo, this nigga ain't fucking in no real estate, nigga. Joe said it. Who the fuck is Joe?
And you don't let a lot of shit slide when it comes to questioning anything.
That's not true.
You don't let a lot of shit slide.
It depends. No, me? It's 45-minute sessions of cracking on Ish that I let slide every week.
Meaning that if we're questioning
Thank
that
you,
you're
too.
misappropriate, yeah, thank you.
That's fine.
He's making
You
bread.
talking about something that somebody
makes.
makes money off of by selling a product. So you putting a narrative out there that I'm misappropriating somebody's culture and somebody's religion, which could thereby have an effect on me financially. So if I'm not looking at it with the key, pardon me.
Joe, why do you always joke on your cast's ventures outside of the show? Why not?
See what I'm saying?
I don't even understand this question. Listen, this show is just all jokes, first of all. To his earlier point, you never want this shit to really have a serious effect on, like, as I'm watching the clip, see, I think you retarded, not retarded, but I think you a little off if you hear me say, yo, Ish, you out the real estate game. You've been out for 7 years now. Like, I'm just like, if you can't pick up on some of this, then yeah, you don't want them as a customer. It's what I think. This should be funny. As long as it's not malicious and disrespectful, then yeah, let's have a good time. These niggas are hilarious outside of here. 1. 2, I know that funny shit comes from being relatively unknown, living your life, working, normal shit, to being popular with notoriety and somewhat famous. Funny shit is going on. Funny shit is going on in your outside worlds that you're not telling me. So now I gotta find it.
But he's right? Like, I went to the doctor yesterday and they checking my bladder. I think the girl recognized me that's checking my, so she like, yo, lay back. So, I get on my cool shit. I lay back. I do all that for shorty. So she's smirking because I think she recognizes me. She got this
And you
silly.
still doing this. Like a,
Yo, I hit her with it. Yeah, right? Dog. So she takes this fucking KY, whatever the fuck, and she moving the thing all around my stomach, but she venturing down to where my man at. You know what I'm saying? But she got the smirk on her face like, Oh, I know that nigga. I know what he working with. Like, yo, I'm like, yo. So that's a story that could be told up here, but that's not a story about our business. But no, shit is funny that is happening as we ascend in notoriety. That shit it's silly shit.
Flip just came on the pod and said some super dope, serious, philanthropic. Yo, I'm building. We work in a community center out there. I got with the locals and. In real life, we support him in that, and that's dope. Not in that room.
Not there.
In that room, you scamming, you robbing people.
You taking a Trinidad and wings?
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
this
So
guy's a fool,
yes,
bro.
is some of it fucked up? Yes, but you gotta at some point the cast gotta know that's the nature of that room. It's not. It's not the LTS.
Is the cast sensitive or is Joe just a jerk?
Both. My answer's both.
My answer is both. No, wait, let me take that back. Because sensitive is relative, right? I think that we almost say sensitive as a means
bad
of
thing.
dismissal. Like, yo, when you're arguing with your girl could be dead right. You know how we get away with it? Yo, you just being sensitive. And everything that she said now gets nullified because, yo, you just being emotional. You on your period?
Oh my God.
All of that shit is disrespectful.
This nigga's a monster.
No, dude, say that. Dude, say that like, yo, you must be on your. You know what I'm saying? So she could be valid and still be emotional at the same time. It doesn't invalidate what she's saying. So I think that the people up there, they are sensitive about what they're sensitive about. But Joe ain't gonna look at the sensitivity issue again because I got a show to sell. Like, that's just what it is at the end of the day. Like, yo, I have a show to sell.
I have pushback. Well, to the last part.
What, that you have a show to sell?
Yeah, because I agree with everything. The first part of what he said, right? Like, ain't nothing wrong being sensitive. Everybody in there has something that they're sensitive about. Mm-hmm. That's the end of where I agree with him. Now I'm saying, I think it's everybody in that room's kind of job, part of the job almost, to know what everybody is sensitive about and know what's off limits, right? Like when Flip's family joke. Yo, you talking about family? Man, it's funny, but that's going too far. Mark, yo, you calling me a sucker, stop playing with me a certain way. Put that on the list. Whatever Ish has, whatever Ice has, whatever this should be certain shit, Amani too, that is off limits because you got to use the sensitivities to protect each other when it's for real, for real. For me, back to the have a show to sell. Anything under that,
It's fair game.
let's go.
But
Let's do it. Anything under that, if nobody's gonna get hurt or fucked up or because the morale got to be right on the show for the show. Like that's part of selling the show. If somebody come in, that's the worst feeling in the world in pod. When somebody come in the next pod, still on something from last pod or last week. It's like, yo, dog, I don't even remember nothing that you like it. And we ain't talking about it. So like, let's get in this game. And then they look like you can see it. It jumps off the screen. So no, I don't think that helps the morale. Morale is the most important thing here. And that's why it's important that niggas be somewhat friends. That's why that part is important because guy rules, a lot of this shit that happens up here can't fly.
outside.
Yeah. And we all men up here. So nobody leaves this show and kind of breaches those. We know what it is. You kind of gotta, so that's important. I don't want to fuck up a friendship, drive a wedge in friendships, have niggas looking at each other crazy. That's not going to sell a show. That's just going to make me look like, when the jerk shit is not entertaining, it really make you look like a dick and a jerk. That's just going to be poor leadership again.
So you know I don't speak Walla Walla.
Racist.
That's racist. In the dictionary it says racist. Yeah. So all my Spanish friends, I'll be like, yo, you speak that Walla Walla, right?
Oh my God. You said it again.
I do. I love my friends, right? So Imani and they tell me, Imani tell me go up to a girl and say,
he's saying this after his little spiel.
Yeah. Ish, in the same episode, you said Joe was devaluing your brand. You called Spanish language Walla Walla. Do you not realize the irony of these statements? No, I don't. Sorry. Fam, anybody that knows me knows that I'm the farthest thing from racist. Anybody that knows me.
but your brand is the people that don't know you.
No, they were saying I was misappropriating somebody's religion by saying Aki, which is only a language, on a shirt.
Oh, I didn't even hear that part.
Yeah, this conversation came when I had the Aki hoodies. They were like, yo, the Muslim niggas gonna get you. And I'm not, fam, Muslims aren't the only people that speak Arabic.
They not talking about the Walla Walla part?
Yeah, so it went into that. Like, yo, you misappropriating somebody's language. I'm like, yo, I'm not playing with nobody's religion to sell no hoodies. That's a bad thing to say to the world, right? Like if I came in here and I had Hebrew, a word in Hebrew on a shirt, it might say successful or disciplined or whatever. In Hebrew, that don't mean I'm playing with the Jewish faith. That just means that I have a shirt that has a word on it in another language. I don't think
nobody in the room truly believe that.
That's what Flip said. That's what the conversation on the last slide was. I'm like, yo, dog, you saying that I'm misappropriating somebody's religion is not funny to me. So me saying Walla Walla is me being silly to my friends. If we come in here and we make an Asian, what's the word?
Reference.
Mockery a little bit in jest. Nobody outside is outside anti-Asian, or you get what I'm saying? Like, so it's a differentiation between the two to me. It's not the same.
You handled that one well. I thought they had you. Dead to rights on that.
Joe, do you think the cast members exaggerate how much the show devalues their brand?
Oh, that would be dismissive for me to say. I wouldn't know that.
I can't answer it.
It wasn't to you, nigga.
Oh no, you said it was be dismissive for you to answer it.
Let me sound sweet. Let me sound like I care about.
Sounding sweet. Go ahead.
Let me sound like I care about you niggas' feelings on shit. Listen, I wouldn't know the experience that they're going through outside, man. Like, I can't even do it right. I don't even know how to fuck it.
Fuck these niggas in their brand.
Yeah, like I don't give a fuck about that shit, but like that's for them to tell, and they'll let me know, and I'll fucking stop if I'm on bullshit.
You won't.
And I'll stop some of it. I'll stop some of it if I'm on bullshit. But man, now let me shoot back at these things. Some of these niggas, I don't know. Hey, some of these niggas, they brand strong. Like Ish, for example. Know why I fuck with Ish a little bit? Because he don't even know like how he looked from the outside looking in. And what's important to him is just being a man. I get that, I understand that. So it helps me to understand him. So shit that looks stupid, don't play with me, don't laugh at me. I'm not playing with none of you niggas. I'm a 50-year-old man, my name is respected, don't ruin my name. He's big on all that shit. Gotta kind of respect it, I guess. Some of these niggas, I don't know about what they doing with their brand. I think some of them, what they doing with their brands, devalue my brand. How about that? How about that one? Huh?
That's a horrible thing to say. But your brand is already cemented, right? It's nothing I don't think that anybody up here could do outside of just some totally egregious shit, right? That could devalue your brand.
Yeah, nobody's gonna hurt my brand. Like,
and if they did it, you could fire them. Be like, yo, that was some bullshit they did. We don't stand with it. They gotta go. So I'm in alignment with y'all.
But it would hurt.
What would?
Firing them. It would hurt. I would lose. It would be sleepless nights. But it's a tough decision would have to be made, I guess. I guess you're right. Yo, can I be honest about something? I want to fire somebody just to do it. Like with no reason.
It's not good, bro.
No, I'm not saying permanent.
No, I'm
like we could rehire them. But we gotta start. Niggas is too cup. You gotta look one of these niggas in the face.
Crazy.
Hey, check this out. Pack it up. Get some fucking.
Why do you think niggas is comfortable like you think? And you put that to the
Why
world.
do I think niggas is comfortable?
Yo, we sit on couches, my nigga, that are if we had
not couches.
Look, these
you sit on Restoration
Hardware
and Rocher Boubois.
Listen.
Couches. It ain't just couches.
Look, the Rocher Boubois swallows you in that bitch. It sits 2 inches off the ground.
Okay, so but that's how all modern couches are made.
A lot of them. Yeah. My couch in my house is low. What I'm saying is, dog, I'm 6'2". So I don't have a choice but to look a certain way.
I think the couches are comfortable. I think we're in front of the fucking beautiful backdrop of the city. I think that is, if you look at it long enough, the sun sets and right, it's comfortable. I think we fucking, Keno comes and cooks fucking salmon and grits and every fucking Friday, all types of stuffed shit. Fucking, we drink Aquapana by the fucking caseload. We rock stars. You niggas pee 90 times a day during a live taping. Niggas get up and go to the door.
We are on.
No, you asked me to say
I didn't
why I
ask
think
you
niggas is
nothing.
comfortable.
Go ahead.
You did. You said, why do you think niggas is comfortable? I'm telling you what I'm looking at to say, oh, niggas is comfortable. Count how many times Mark get up next broadcast. On air. Nigga, you go just pee.
Joe, we are on. This is what niggas don't understand.
Then we have to stop.
No, because you not gonna stop the flow of the conversation. It's 7 different niggas. We don't all pee at once.
Getting
Hold on,
up
let me finish.
stops the flow of the conversation.
No, because you and Mark and Ice might be engaging. So if I get up, I go pee, and I come back, it didn't stop the flow. Niggas' thought processes still remain the
There's
same.
too many Ish fans that want to look at Ish during mine and Mark's talk.
He's back in not even 5 minutes.
But
I'm just telling you, it's a bunch of us. When we was in Park's basement, it was 3 of us. Now it's 7 motherfuckers. That's drinking water. We have a talking job. So we drinking water. Niggas gotta pee at different intervals.
then we have to stop.
You can't. My nigga, you can't tell 7 people that they gotta pee at the same time. It's just not, you can, but it's just not, especially once a conversation goes. We get in the middle, we'll forget our thoughts from the kitchen. Yo, save that. We gonna say that on air. We done forgot when we got on air.
But
or we didn't relay it the same way when we got on air. So we can't say, yo, stop that good ass point you making, cause niggas gotta pee.
Yes, we can. And we should.
You think for real?
Yes, I think so, for real.
You're the boss.
The taping is the taping. When the doors say on air, that means certain behavior has to cease and work has to continue. At the Oscars and the Grammys, if you sitting there and you gotta pee, who cares? We are taping. When we break, everybody go pee. Because you're right, it's 8 of us. Nobody's piss schedule is the same. You drink a lot of water and tea. So you probably gonna keep getting up throughout the day. Mark gonna keep getting up throughout the day. Fucking Flip just has, don't make me say it, Flip is gonna get up. Like, niggas are gonna get up. And that looks like, it looks like a circus to me. Like, when my producer, I'll be like, oh, this is.
I hate it.
Right? Y'all mind the scenes, right? Talk to me.
Absolutely hate it.
It's horrible.
It looks
yeah,
terrible.
it's really bad.
It looks terrible.
We be much better suited, everybody stopping, and when we come back, the gang is all here. I feel like Tuesdays and Fridays is an all-star game. It's not an all-star game if one all-star just walk out. Or niggas feel like I'm not really participating in this conversation, so let me get up. That drives my fucking gears. Because if you're not participating, look like you just listening to somebody. Then just do like this. It's the easiest thing where I do it most of the Patreons. Most of the Patreons, you know what I hear in my brain? Birds and lions, bro. I be sitting there just nodding away. It's important to look like you paying attention. Yeah, we all of us as a whole have to get better at that. We do.
It's fun.
That's a stunt.
Joe, you gonna do the same shit.
I'm on that, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Am I? You are going to have like 7 wedding bands.
But you don't have that many watches.
Oh, shit. Wow.
Tell that nigga. Step your watch game up, nigga. Come on, hold me down. Fuck out of here, nigga.
You bet that on a Sixers game.
See that? Now,
Who's we?
Me and Mark.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Shut your broke ass up.
I actually
I'm
owe you
talking to
5
Mark.
stacks. I think, Dog, we
Yeah, see? I'm glad you stopped painting the narrative of me. That, yo, you such a
when your
fucking
daughter
hypocrite,
turns
yo.
20, no, I'm not.
Because you do that to me every week. You come up here and paint this narrative of me like I'm rich every fucking week, and then you don't like when nobody do it to you.
If we paint the narrative, you rich.
Shut up.
You have
Stop.
consequences,
Stop.
nigga. You got consequences. That's why we can't do it. We can't tell you the truth.
What are you looking for me to say?
I want you to say, yes, you're right. I apologize. I take accountability for doing that.
For calling you rich?
Yes.
I don't apologize for that.
Joe, why are a lot of your jokes centered on each other's finances? My honest answer is I'm jealous of them. Anonymity is so valuable. These brothers get to be millionaires or close to millionaires and come in and be shy and coy and downplay and lie, and they just get to the narrative that they get to paint of themselves. I sometimes wish that I had the freedom to do so. So I want to expose them at every turn. I want to really tell the truth. I want to like audit these niggas, but that's some sucker shit. But yeah, it's pure jealousy and hate.
One, he's full of donkey shit. That's number one. Number two, fam, if you are on the biggest platform in the world and your boss that pays you is saying you're rich, then it's gonna paint the idea that you are rich. Because people are gonna say, yo, he pays him, so evidently he paying him enough that he can be classified as rich. One. Number two, nigga, you academics came up here and said, y'all got you pegged at $3 million a year. You thought that was the biggest smack in the face on the planet. So don't sit here and say, yo, I want to be looked at as less than.
But that didn't go out, right?
Yeah, nigga, it went out. Your mother called and said, why academics think you make so little money?
Oh, I remember that going.
Yes, nigga. What are you talking
Ack
about?
shouldn't have said that stupid shit to me. He said some more dumb shit.
I'm not disagreeing
He
with
shouldn't
you.
have said that.
What I'm saying is the person that loves anonymity and downplaying it would have said, yeah, I'm at Ack, I don't even make 3. I'm
But
at
Ack don't count.
2.5.
I would have the insider finance conversation with Ack. I would.
I know, but what I'm saying is, if you
He
saw,
should know. Ack needs to know I'm
He-
not making $3 million.
It's
important.
My point is getting overlooked.
Like he's in my peer group. He mingle with them other niggas I don't mingle with. Don't come over here and 3 million me out and then go over there and say that niggas is making 30 million off porn. Nigga, I'd smack the shit out of one of these niggas.
Yo, what I'm saying is the person that loves the anonymity and loves they would say, yo, I'm at 3 million. Yeah, I'm right there. Not even 3. I'm at 2.5. You put the article out.
Yeah.
Nobody put the article out.
But once I did it, I had to lean in it. Once I did it, I
You
had to
didn't
lean.
have to do it. If you really bask in, yo, I want to be under the radar. I don't want these niggas knowing nothing about what I'm doing.
Well, I also wasn't trying to put out my dollar amount. I was trying to show something else. But once it went out, it's like, all right, fuck it, we here.
So why ain't tell the rest of the money?
I want them to have y'all.
Why you ain't telling them about the rest of the money?
What rest of the money?
You just stopped at 20.
That was everything. Gross. See? Anonymity.
That was everything. That was everything. All right. Fuck out of here.
Anonymity.
Yeah, we know. It's cool, dog.
You know what's funny about that 20 thing? No, I think Ian did say, I'm almost sure he said in that article, more than 20.
It said it
Projected
said upward
to
of 20
more
million.
than-
But nobody's
but
saying
nobody
that
saw them.
37 million.
Nobody saw
They don't
them
look at it
more.
like that. No, they don't look at it like that. They look at it like 21, 22.
I would have never let him put that article out and not say more because we was deep in negotiations at that time. Don't go while I'm negotiating talking about these niggas only making 20 million. No. Hell no.
Anonymity.
Tell these niggas that you are in the top 7%.
Of the United States?
Yeah.
No.
You could have those.
Top 10. Top 10. Ish. Many.
Don't worry, I'm gonna look it up later.
Many have noticed your constant talk of Spanky. Would you say you are way too concerned with money? If not, why do you talk about it so much? No, I don't. Me personally, no, I don't think so. I think that a lot of our conversations, I think money plays such a big part in life. To be honest, as much as we may say it don't, or we don't want it to, or I don't care about the money, that's not true, especially for any nigga that's a parent in the world. Money makes your children's lives easier. So it's an important thing. A nigga coming from the ghetto, we come from fucked up environments. This nigga could have went to Harvard if he was rich. Not saying he couldn't have went to Harvard being poor, but the pathway would have been way easier. You get what I'm saying? Like, money is just an integral part of our day-to-day shit. And so a lot of the stuff that we discuss, whether it be politics, whether it be religion, whether it be the music business, whether it be all of that shit, for the most part, unfortunately, is centered around some form of finance. So I just think that
money plays a big part in our lives. So I guess it comes up in conversations for me a lot. I don't know. That might be it. I ain't sure.
When we stopped talking, you was hurt by me?
Yes. No, I'm answering.
You say
I'm a
yes?
grown up. No, yo, you was my man. Like, that's my man. You get what I'm saying? Me and Joe used to be together every day. So then when he got on his book, I said, yeah.
Oh, all right.
So when he got on his book,
give man a hug,
get the fuck away from me, y'all.
Give your man a hug.
Yo, get away from me.
I ain't got a knife.
Yo,
Give your man a hug.
Get the fuck away from me, man.
Get away from me.
Hey, yo, your stomach bigger
Joey's
than mine, too,
handicapped.
yo.
You gotta-
Get away from me.
A Reddit user says Ish ain't over their beef and really don't rock with Joe. Ish just tolerates him. Do you agree?
No, I don't.
They say that a lot on Reddit board. Them Reddit niggas.
No, I don't agree with that. Redditor Taylor Steele says, I do think Ish is deliberately keeping a bit of distance this time around because he knows he's been burned before. Is this true? Burned by what? Joe. They think that I harp over Joe having hookah with an ex of mine. It's not that big. Like, I don't look at it like that. Like, I looked at it like, first of all, we wasn't speaking. So if he hit it, he hit it.
I don't think they focused on that part.
Yeah, they do. They be saying it like, yo, Ish don't trust him because he burned him before with his girl, his ex-girl, blah, blah, blah. That'd be the sentiment.
I think people, because they don't know the details of why and when we stopped talking, just assume that, okay, Joe burnt Ish, they stopped talking. We talked about me apologizing. So,
but they think it's girl, like they think that I have some
harboring
emotions about, yo, he was with his ex and he tried to. And my thing is, one, we weren't speaking for a long period of time. And then, to be totally honest, and I stand in this, I'm a dude. So if anything, if the girl went to Joe's house, if the girl had sex with Joe, she did that under her own free will. Who the fuck am I to say she can't do? I believe that wholeheartedly. You understand what I'm saying? So if he did some shit that kicked my back out to get the girl, which I don't know to be true, then I might feel some type of way about that. The rest of that shit, like, yo, my nigga, if I dated a girl 5 years ago, y'all know where I stand in this. I don't feel it wrong if my man pops the girl. To be honest, y'all know how I stand. So again, like that's somebody reading into some shit that shouldn't be read into. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like that. So let me clear it up. I don't feel like that at all.
That ain't gonna clear it up.
It ain't. No, they gonna say, yo, he lying or he friend. Dog, I really don't. I've said that numerous times on the show. Like, yo, y'all niggas could date the chicks I used to date. Y'all might end up marrying them. That could be your soulmate. Who the fuck am I to stand in the way of that?
Probably marrying your old work, nigga. Shut up. You know, nigga.
Nigga's an idiot, bro. How did you guys end up speaking after your fallout? I said this on the show. I was in the club. We was in the club. But we used to see each other sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I'll just be on my fuck out of here dumb shit.
Which both of us would be looking stupid, just so you know. Two niggas standing next to each other, not speaking to each other.
Why?
Like, it looks stupid. Two niggas that the whole club know each other. It's not speaking to each other. We speaking to the same niggas that's around.
Yeah. Go around, you nigga.
Yo.
Come back around.
It's stupid after a while.
No. I was in the club. We was in the club, and the nigga just came up to me like, "Oh, I knew you was gonna be here in the VIP where the chicks is at." Ha ha ha. Kiki. Started laughing, and we just started talking from there. Like, it wasn't no big production.
Joe, is that how you remember it?
I don't remember anything. I don't remember nothing. I remember us in the club. I remember us not talking. I remember him being like around with the section I was going to. Like, all right, man.
Now you're around my section, nigga.
I really don't remember.
But it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's cool.
But yeah, these is greenhouse days. This is greenhouse days. So if you know greenhouse wasn't but this big.
True.
So what you gonna do?
Sit there. And it was in whip. It wasn't even in the big part of greenhouse. It was in the little shit. So you just go sit there looking stupid.
Joe, do you feel like Ish keeps you from getting too close? No, I don't feel like that. I think it could look like that. So I understand people saying that, but do I feel like that? No, I don't feel like that. Niggas is like adults. Like adult premiums, adult plus versions, right? And that today looks differently. Like niggas got to be family men first and businessmen first and just all of these things first. And then if we get around, if we get time to cater to friendship, then awesome. But no, I don't see it like that.
That's the thing too. Publicly, I don't want the whole world in my business, but I tell my friends mad personal shit. You get what I'm saying? Like I might not bring that to the airwaves like Joe. If I was making 20 mil, I might tell, a little bit more shit about myself, but I don't do that like him. But that don't mean that off camera, my friends don't know shit about it. If I go to the doctor, I'll be like, yo, the doctor did some bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll tell my friends stuff about my relationships or my personal life, shit that might even be compromising. I'll tell my friends, but I don't want to tell the world and give that for them to judge. So yeah, maybe I might not bring it to the camera so they thinking that, you get what I'm saying? Like, you don't know, he ain't talking, he don't know. But yeah, it's not that.
Yeah, like even to add to that, like when I leaked them fucking numbers and had no idea, Ish was one of the first people to call me. If I'm in the club and the niggas got the drop on me outside and Ish happened to know somebody because he always knows somebody, Ish gonna be one of the first people to call me. If I ever was in a bind, unlike him, I would pick up the phone. Yeah, nigga, I need a couple $, send that over. Like when it's time, like I feel like I can lean on Ish. That don't. Nothing that is happening or has happened gets me over that.
Reddit user Cal216 says, this is not a hot take, fam. I've been peeped, and the fact that Ish is outside a lot doing different things and he never reaches out to Joe speaks volumes. Or the fact that Ish keeps his personal life and family away from you also speaks volumes. They are simply co-workers. What do you think about that statement?
Y'all like this topic, huh?
Yeah,
they harp on this one.
And this Cal person, they be on my dick. But anyway.
Are we leaving niggas' names in this shit, these Redditors?
We can cut it out.
Yo. See, this is the thing. I don't go outside a lot. That's number one. That is a farce for the show. My nigga, I might go outside socially once a month, if that. That's number one. Number two, the places that Joe frequents and I frequent are not the same. But when we were both going to one said place, we would be in that place a lot. Like a lot. So again, if it's a spot that I don't drink, I'll smoke hookah, I'm not going to spend no money on the street. I ain't got it, right? So if it's a place that got good music, pretty women, even if we're not fucking with the women, you still want to be around a pretty crowd of people, guys and girls. You don't want to be in a spot with some dusty looking ugly niggas. I want to be in a spot with some handsome niggas that's carrying themselves a certain way. If that's the forum, then we'll meet at that forum. So again, when this couple spots was open that we was frequenting, we would see each other damn near more than we were seeing each other here. You get what I'm saying? So it ain't no like just concerted effort to just be like, yo, you stand over there, I stand. It's not that. They might read into it that way.
No, them niggas like to harp on, I want to address some shit too. Them niggas like to harp on the fact that I've never been to your house or met your current queen. Mm-hmm. But before this relationship that he's in, I wasn't at his house before that with that girl. And before that, I wasn't at his house with that girl. And there's some other friends where I'm just not going.
He don't go to nobody's house for the most part.
Like we do keep that up here because I like the narrative.
It's a narrative.
But I don't want to go hang out in a nigga house with his family at all. That's not what I want to do. And he probably definitely don't want to come downstairs and look at me in the fucking.
He don't want to come.
I'm talking about his house downstairs and to see me just going through the oatmeal cookies. That ain't what it is. 45 and fucking 50. You know? That's true. It's not a thing.
That's the double entendre right there. God did. No, Hove did. I did this. And then he goes on to explain to you how God, double entendre, he's God, did everything he did in his life. And where I came from the mud, and now I'm up here on my 300-foot yacht.
The guy only said 2 words, and he's breaking it down.
You keep going.
You ain't even let him like, dog. Damn, get your shit off. Ish, get your shit off.
That's all he needed was the 2 words.
Get him, Ish.
Get him. Come on, yo, go ahead.
Do you think the show is too jokey now? Just from outside opinions, again, like I never watched the show before I was on the show. but my girl watched the show. Some of my closest and nearest friends watched the show prior to me ever getting on the show. So my friends would call me like, yo, these niggas had me about to, my girl would be like, yo, they be about to get me fired. Cause I'm laughing like uncontrollable laughter throughout the segments. And I think that the show serves a purpose for people. I think that people hit me in my DMs like, yo, dog, y'all don't know what y'all mean to people's lives. You get what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm battling stage 4 cancer. Yo, I'm battling this. Yo, I'm dealing with my mom or my dad passing. I use y'all as a coping mechanism to get through those times. So no, I don't think the show is too jokey. I think it definitely serves a purpose. I think that sometimes when real conversations come up, because even in jokey times, life is still real. And I think that niggas be going through shit in their lives. So if a parenting issue comes up, and a lot of people might want insight on how to handle that parenting issue. People call us all the time for the part of the show tier. Yo, those are people that are asking real life questions about something that is going on in their life. And in the real honorable, flattering pieces, they value enough of us to get insight on how to handle these things. So I don't think that we are too jokey. I think that sometimes when a serious conversation presents itself, it should be handled accordingly, and then we could get right back to the bullshit. But I think bullshit is the primary reason why they watch us on a day-to-day basis and why they revere us in the way that they do, is because they want a lighthearted day at this shitty job that I hate. And I want to laugh, and I want you niggas to make me laugh, and I want you niggas to brighten my day. So no, I don't think we joke too much. I just think on certain topics, we could tackle that topic in a serious way and then get back to jokes.
Do you think the show is too jokey now compared to when it was just you three in the basement?
No. I think that I think we have more personalities that could bring it out. From my understanding, prior to me and Ice coming, it was silly as fuck and it was jokey as fuck. And I think that, you know, some of the other guys are really, really funny. And so I think them, when you put them with Joe, it just made for a funny show. I think when Ice and I came, Ice and I are well-rounded, I think, especially when we came, maybe not today, in comparison. I think that, Ice and I were parents. Ice and I worked in corporate. Ice and I had attended college. Ice and I had, lived on our own and seen a bunch of different things than maybe some of the other co-hosts did. So it just lended to more serious conversations that could now be embarked upon that couldn't be embarked upon back then because nobody had kids. So you couldn't have a conversation about parenting because nobody had kids. Parenting conversations are more serious. The other people might not have been in serious relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like we had a conversation about postpartum depression from our perspective that went crazy and people was killing. Though the other cats couldn't have that conversation because they had never experienced it. So I don't think, I just think it broadened the horizons of the show. And again, where you don't have to necessarily be as funny to still be entertaining. Do you miss the old days when it was just you, Joe, and Ice? No. I think that I love the new people on the show, like sincerely. So I think that it makes the show more well-rounded. I think more perspectives sometimes is better, different points of view, different walks of life. You can pull from that, and it can lend to conversations in a way more effective way. And the people here are just so organic and genuine that it's not even really forced. So no. I think it takes some of the stress off of you. Like I talk a lot. I talk more than Ice. So when it was just me, Joe, and Ice, that would mean that it would be more pressure on me to speak. Mark is here, Mona's here, Flip is here, Joe, Ice, Imani is here. All of those people talk. So now I don't have to do as much, or it's not as much pressure on me. So no, I welcome everybody here. How long do you see yourself on a Joe Budden podcast? Until I guess we age out.
Like I think you might not age out. Howard Stern still kicking, Joe Rogan and them still kicking. Your demo will change. And again, I think what Joe has created here is magnificent. I think that the people have grown with him over the last 10, 11 years and seemingly ain't going nowhere. Again, Howard Stern has had fans for 30, 40 years. So if the numbers still up and the money's still coming in, ain't no real reason to jump off the train.
Ish believes that racism is dying at this point.
I believe that racism.
You've been the past 20 years.
So I believe
it's
that
dying.
So
it just reinvented itself and had triplets and shit. What are you talking about? It's dying.
Okay.
So that's why the perspective of how
No,
you
that's
saying
not why my perspective is that.
Racism
My
is
perspective is I'm a mathematical dude. I believe in the math thing. So my point is that nobody can answer me with is if white superiority is their primary objective. I believe power is any wealthy person's objective because I think that regardless of color, we want to maintain our wealth. So you could go to Africa, you could go to fucking India, you could go to China, you could go anywhere you want. The wealthy people in those regions want to maintain their power. You maintain your power by suppressing the majority. So now, regardless of color, my point to y'all is, if white power was such a real ideal thing, why the fuck are they not helping the poor whites?
Who said they weren't?
Yeah.
Let me throw a couple things at you. There was some research that was
Who
done
said they
recently.
not?
Who said they
Numbers?
not? Stay with me.
You can't
Stay
use
with
numbers
me.
when they benefit you.
Here's
Go
the
ahead.
point you're missing.
Do you still think racism will end soon? No, I don't think racism will end soon. I think that if you look at the world, I'm older, so I'm 50. If you look at where the world was 30 years ago, 20 years ago, I think that we are way more in line than the news would have us believe. And I think Donald Trump has reignited some underlying shit in the poor whites, right? But I think that if you look at interracial children, it's probably at a, I don't have the facts to support it, but it's at an all-time high. I think if you look at black people living in other communities, and like we live in New Jersey, segregation in New Jersey is crazy. When you go to other states, the states may not be as segregated as such, but even in New Jersey, we tend to live by a bunch of stereotypical shit. Like, oh, white people smell like wet dogs, or black people do this. I think all of those ignorant things kind of separate us, right? I think that when your neighbor is an Indian person, or your neighbor is a black person, or your neighbor is a white person, and y'all kids start to mingle, you are kind of forced to break some of those stereotypical barriers that once set you apart. And I think we're seeing that. I think even in college, when you go to college and your suite mate is this big country corn-fed white boy from Nebraska, and then the other suite mate might be a kid from Compton. You got an Asian kid from LA, and you might have a Puerto Rican kid from the Bronx, and you throw all of these people in that melting pot and they start to talking, we got way more shit in common than we do not in common. So I think that like that white boy from Nebraska could go on to be that kid from Compton's best friend and his kid's godparent. Like, I've seen that happen. And so I just think that throughout social media, throughout just financial advancement, where they kept black people pitted in these ghettos, and we're starting to climb out of them. We're starting to go to social events and climb higher in corporate America and all of these things. We're just starting to be seen in a different light that can't be dimmed. Like, white people can no longer dim your light. You know what I'm saying? So for a lot of them, they're being forced to accept it. Even in politics, a lot of the political motherfuckers, they in their 70s. So they out of here. Like, they going soon to be out of here. And to be honest with you, I don't think that their kids are in a position to even lead like they were. So now it's opening up the door for more black people, brown people, other ethnicities to now get in some of these political positions where they can level the playing field.
again, Donald Trump and what he's doing is some next level shit that's sending us back to the 70s and the 60s. But I think that's short lived. I just don't believe with the emergence of information, the way it's just being disseminated, that white people could really stop you from doing what you want to do. And so I think that when you get in the same rooms and they start to see, oh shit, the shit I heard about black people wasn't accurate. The shit I heard about these white people, it wasn't accurate. Yo, this person will take the shirt off of their back and give it to you. I think it just dispels some of that shit that we've learned as children. So I think maybe not soon, but I definitely think that it's a fleeting thing. Maybe no time soon though. I definitely think though that it's a fleeting thing. We could see that, in my opinion, for anybody that's 30 and up, 40 and up that was paying attention, you can see it's a difference and it's a shift. Again, outside of what mainstream media is showing you with a bunch of Karens and a bunch of motherfuckers, like I think the world overall is just empathetic to marginalized people.
Like, nigga, when I broke up with my ex, I took nothing. I took my clothes. Nigga, we built a life together. We had houses, we had furniture, I took my clothes.
Do you think it'd be the same you didn't go in the relationship with much.
Who said that? I built all of that. Play yourself. Go ahead.
Told that nigga.
Play yourself, nigga.
Told that nigga.
What the fuck is you talking about?
Told that nigga.
Every podcast, you appear to want to get under Ish's skin. Is he your favorite to make upset, or do you feel you give everyone equal treatment? No, I fuck with Ish more than anybody else. That's a real thing. And it's for many reasons. One, because I actually enjoy it. Like my mom gets a kick out of it. She says it's amazing that we've been doing this for 20 years straight. And she's absolutely right, it's true. So I really do enjoy it. I know he enjoys all that antagonist, just back and forth, argumentative shit. We're kinfolk in that way. Two, I think you get the best pod out of Ish when you fuck with him. Like when he starts speaking from ego or when he's responding to somebody that he thinks is trying to play with him, I think you unearth something that if nobody does that to him, then he's gonna always be his reserved, manicured self. And that might not always be the best for on camera. And he can't even help himself. He'd be on camera in the middle of it saying, oh, you podding. Yeah, we podding on the pod. You performing? Yes, I am performing. I would be appreciative if you stopped calling it out and just kind of went with the flow of things, but it works like a charm every time. Like I'll be disappointed when it stops working. But if you just poke them the right way, pause, yeah, you get some good shit back. How is it podding with your friends, Ish, Ice, Rory Mal, versus podding with people you hired like Mark and B. I don't really view it that way, right? Like this thing has been going for 10 years. And there's been different phases of it. Me, Rory, and Mal, that was the beginning. It was early. We were learning, we were vibing, that chemistry was at an all-time high. By the time Ice and Ish came, I was a different person. I was a totally different person. So still some of the same responsibilities from them, right? Like helping to make me palatable. I think that's what Rory, Mal, Ish, and Ice have in common, just podding with your friends, people that know you, people that know where your heart is, know when you on bullshit, when you're not on bullshit. I enjoy that. Then there was a phase where I felt like, okay, now we got the friendship, chemistry stuff. Now it's time to bring in some trained professionals, people that have a great understanding of broadcasting, talking on a microphone, projecting a voice, interviewing people. Like I felt like we needed professionals around. Insert Mark and B. Flip, I put in there too. Mona, I put in there, just people with prior experience in the field and people that have a real good understanding of content. So I don't compare. I think each phase that this podcast went through is extremely important for it to be where it is today and for me to be who I am today. So I'm grateful for all of it. Where do you think Ish needs to grow? Highlighting where Ish needs to grow is going to highlight my shortcomings, because why am I not helping him get there? Ish during an interview sometimes loses the fact that it's an interview and we're here to hear from the guest and not so much him, but he's not alone in that. That's something we could do better as a group. What else does Ish need to grow? Honestly, he's done a lot of growing this last year and a half. Pause. Yeah, if I'm thinking, it's probably just the interviews. I mean, if I wanted to be a dick, I could say he could segue more, but he's not gonna segue more. I know my man. He's not. That's not his bag. Yeah, that's the only thing I could really think of. I'm really pleased with where Ish is and how he's performing, how he's handling everything from social media stuff to co-host bullshit. I'm really happy for Ish and his development and just where he is today. I ain't got too much. I love him.